Hey guys, Vintage Vinny, and I have a thrift store haul to share with you today. Got a great assortment of stuff as usual, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you all. Stay tuned. Alright you all, I have a lot to get through for all this thriftage, so let's go ahead and jump right in. These actually were not thrifted, they came from eBay. I paid $1.74 for the 3 of them, and the one that I wanted the most was this one right here, the Golfer Girl that says up to par. I love finding these in lots, especially when you can get them really cheap. I'll pay up for them sometimes, like maybe $2, $3, $4, depending on what it is. This one over here, which says Total Eclipse, I'm still debating on whether or not I want to keep it. I might, just because I like the style of the girl. It's definitely like 20s, 30s. This screams more 40s when they kind of got more risque. Now the panel cards, I'm not a fan of. I prefer a whole card like this. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put this away, along with another card that I have a duplicate of. And over time, as I buy more lots of these cards, I might just pick the ones that I want, ones I don't want, and go ahead and I'll just list them and sell them myself. And if you hear a train whistle going, I apologize. I guess a train is going by. So for $3, I picked up a brand new, in-the-box, vintage My Fair Lady perfume. I know these do sell online, I just can't remember off the top of my head for how much, but it's full in the box, and I will definitely be making a profit on that. For 99 cents, I picked up this Odagiri Japan, I guess that's a cardinal, on a tree branch with holly leaves and berries. That was 99 cents. I didn't do any research, but I do know that Odagiri mugs, depending on the subject matter, can do pretty well, and I think with the holidays coming up in a few short months, this one should sell pretty darn well. Now this next piece is really cool, and I think it's a souvenir piece, and you'll see what I mean when I show it to you. I just couldn't leave it behind at the thrift. It's a California orange sitting on a leaf. It's ceramic made by Inarco. Paid 75 cents for it. It looks like it's either for jam or jelly. There's no spoon, but I think that would just be really cool in a vintage kitchen. And there is the Inarco stamp. Let me focus that for you all. And then there's Japan and the 75-cent price tag. Very cool, very bright and vibrant. There's not a lot of damage to it. There are some spots on the leaf that are chipped, due to age and being clanked around with other ceramics, but that doesn't bother me at all. I just loved this piece, and I always find the most weird, obscure things, let me tell you. But weird and obscure sells, I'm weird and obscure. You do the math, it pretty much adds up. Alright, this I actually found on my second go-around at the Salvation Army. It's a DuPont, see if I can get that to focus for you. DuPont Freon Hourglass. It's acrylic. Paid 50 cents for it. I didn't see any of these on eBay. I might as well keep this for myself, because I think that's kind of cool. I've never seen anything like that before, and I think it's older. For $2.99, I picked up this brand new in-the-box Double Doos from 1988. They have the Mattel Toy Company logo on them. They were originally from Target. Now, I did do research in the store that I was at on these, and ones that are not new don't go for a whole lot at all. There's one that is listed that is brand new in the box, and I think they want $50 for it. I might try to see if I can get $40, because it wasn't this exact one specifically, but brand new in the box from the 80s, that's over 30 years ago now. I think that should do pretty well, and $3 was a great price. Now, I found these from Miss Stone Home. Now, I don't intentionally, find stuff for her. It just kind of finds me. These are wooden ornaments. I'm not exactly sure if they're German or if they're just made in China. There are no marks on them to indicate that. I looked on every single one of these. I can't even make out what that says. So we got those ones, and then we've got all these beads that are in here. Again, I don't know if they're German or if they are... I don't know, but they're wooden, they're painted. The only thing that I'm going to take out of this whole box is that Be My Valentine cake pick. I'm going to throw that into my jar of old stuff. Like I said, I just go out and see what I can find, and if I see something that somebody else would like, either for resale or just to give to them if they're a friend of mine or a fellow subscriber that looks for that stuff, I like to pick it up. Another Miss Stonehome piece. Found these Milton Bradley metric flashcards. They were only 25 cents. Looks like they were originally $1.49. They're from, of course, Milton Bradley, Springfield, Massachusetts. They had a date on them. I just can't remember exactly where it was. Oh, here we go. 1977. Got this at the Goodwill outlet. If you all remember from my antique store haul, I found another one of these, very similar to it. It had the knight helmet on top as the lid. I think I'm going to go ahead and lot this one and that other one together, and I think they'll sell much better. And by the way, I paid $1.89 for everything at the Goodwill outlet, and I think I got 8 or 9 things, so a really good deal in itself. This came from the Salvation Army. Their DVDs are $1. This is the 1961 film The Hustler, starring Paul Newman and Jackie Gleason. And the discs are in very good condition. I have so many DVDs, like I'm not even kidding you with you all. I have one whole drawer in my dresser, the very bottom, that is dedicated to movies and TV shows I have yet to watch. So, I mean, I've hoarded enough. I need to start watching some of these and determining whether or not I want them. Or if I like the films. This came from a charity thrift store in town. It's I guess you could put like little treats in there, maybe, oh no, not a candle. It was 50 cents. It has a very faint trick or treat stamp on the top that's faded over time. Not exactly sure of the age. It's probably 60s. But I couldn't leave that behind for 50 cents. Another Miss Stonehome piece. I found this all-metal bell. It says Holiday Greetings. I don't know if it's old or not. But for 75 cents, I took a chance with it, and I think she will definitely have fun crafting with that. Now, I got a vast array of zippers, and if something is clanging, I do apologize. Let me move something over. So I got all these zippers. One came from the Goodwill. They charged me 59 cents for it. One came from the Goodwill outlet, so that was pennies on the dollar. And a bunch of these came from another thrift store that's in town. Some were 39 cents, some were 50 cents, some were 25 cents. I guess these all came in at different times, and that's why they priced them differently. But yeah, when these are cheap, I usually pick them up for Jen and her sister Kim, who crafts with these. Another outlet's find is this swimming card from 1977. This one has Johnny Weissmuller on it. If you don't know, Johnny Weissmuller was an Olympic swimmer, and then I think he retired. Let's see what it says. He was born in 1904 in Pennsylvania. And then he gave up swimming in 1930 at the age of 26 to devote himself to a film career. He was Tarzan along with Maureen O'Sullivan, who played Jane. I looked this card up, and it's not going for a whole lot of money, but I just thought it was kind of cool. Maybe I will have my dad take this to his showcase, and maybe I'll put $2 or $3 on it, see if someone will pop on it. Or I might keep it for myself. I'm not exactly sure, because it doesn't sell for a whole lot. Now these I really took a chance with because I'm not really familiar with, advertising on like gift bags and, things that department stores would give you when you buy something. These were originally 99 cents each. They are Volupte, if that's how you pronounce that, or Volupte, by Oscar de la Renta. They're from the 90s, like the mid-90s, 1994 to be exact. They look like they were just never used, like somebody bought the product 25 years ago and then they stashed the bag wherever it was and then they cleaned out their closet and donated them. The Goodwill couldn't sell them, so they went to the outlet. Paid less, oh god, I don't even remember how much it was. It was so much stuff for $1.89. But I haven't seen any comps for these on eBay. I looked them up just to see. I thought about maybe listing them all together and selling them that way. If you all have any ideas on what I should do for this, let me know in the comments below. It would be greatly appreciated. And there are 4 of these, by the way. I thought this was cool. I think this is either 70s or maybe early 80s. It's a drinking glass. It's got fruit all over it. There is a name on it. It says Nancy Lynn. I just thought that was really cool with all the different colors on it. And it was only 25 cents. I love finding single obscure glasses like this. It's just fun. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this piece is old or not. It is marked made in Sweden. It's a candle holder, like for those really thin, small, tapered candles, see? It almost looks newer because the paint on it is in really good condition. I think something as old, if this is, it's in pretty good shape. I paid 75 cents for it. If you all have any information on this angel, please let me know in the comments below. It's made of wood. And there is the Made in Sweden mark again. But I think the paint on it is kind of new, or a little too new, in my opinion. But if you remember these from your childhood, or if you just know that this is old, please let me know. So this was interesting. This is from 1988. It's called Oh Rats. It's a puzzle game. I paid 25 cents for it. Comps for this were not as great as I was hoping. I mean, if I can get at least 10 bucks out of this, I'll be happy. But the problem is it's very heavy. So it will definitely add into the, the shipping rate. Because when things are heavy, it's not cheap. But yeah, I took a chance on that for a quarter. Everything's in good condition. Just fun stuff. Everything's there. Everything's clean. The whole 9 yards. I found another Odagiri mug. It just says Merry Christmas on it. It was 50 cents. There's the stamp on the bottom. If I can get at least $10 for this one and that cardinal, I'll be a happy camper. Alright, this next large item was actually something I was not expecting to find while I was thrifting. This is another one of those soda fountain, I guess, dispensers? This one's for cherry. It's porcelain. At first, I didn't think it was old because do you see how shiny this metal is? I mean, it's very, very clean. It doesn't look like it was hardly ever used. It just looks modern to me, but at the same time, I think it's older because I don't think they use porcelain in soda fountains or pharmacies. They don't use that stuff anymore. Not even in diners, I don't think they use this. There's a diamond-shaped mark on the bottom. I don't know what that means. But I thought that was really, really cool. And for $3, I have another one, if you remember, from... Gosh, can't even remember how long ago it was. It was a while ago. But I found one at an antique shop, and it was for a pump for syrup. Paid $12 for that. So that'll be a fun little addition to my retro soda fountain. When and if I ever get that. Now, I'm not sure about this next piece. I paid $3 for it. It's a quote-unquote vintage map of this town right here. I don't see anything relating to my area on here. I wish I could... Hold on. Alright, so this is about the best I can do with this. So this is just a map of the town that I live in. Probably many, many years ago. I assume this is probably a reprint. It's probably not terribly old. Maybe something you would buy at a souvenir shop. It does have this on the bottom here. Let's see. Printed at Sinclair's, Philadelphia. But I definitely think this may be a reprint. This might be something I sell locally. I don't think it's worth that much money. I might do some research and see if it's worth anything. I could probably just ship this in a tube and get it out the door if it's worth something. I paid $3 for that, and I thought that was pretty reasonable. Alright, and the last item for the thriftage of this video is this big bag of latch hook rug yarn. I paid $1.50 for the whole bag. I'm gonna go ahead and sort it all out by color and, style. And I'll see if possibly I might be able to sell them in a lot. Or if I don't have enough of one particular color or pattern, I might just go ahead and sell off the whole bag for, I don't know, $40 is what I'm thinking. I know Pudgy Picker had mentioned picking up some of these. I think she got them at auction a while ago. I can't remember exactly, but I know people do craft with rug yarn, and I guess they make rugs still. I don't know. I'm not crafty at all by any means, so I don't know what's trendy in the craft world anymore, especially with vintage crafts. But yeah, this bag is stuffed to the gills. Some in packaging, some not, but I think this will do really, really well on eBay. So that is it for the thriftage. So let's go ahead and pop into the flea market stuff, and then I got a couple things from the antique store. So that's all I have for you today. Be sure and give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell next to the subscribe button if you'd like to know when new videos are posted. All the links to my social media accounts via Instagram are down below as well, where you will see pictures of items to come in future haul videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.